Hello. It's me, Mark Coyle, LadBaby. I'm in the seat. I can't believe it. How have they let me in all week to stand in for Mark Dennison? I should probably do the radio bit. That was the Bangles, apparently, with Magic Monday. This is 9 in 9. If you know the year, I'm probably not going to. Get in touch. 0800 678 3434 or text 81333. Don't forget to start it with the word knots. Okay, here's another song I've never heard of. Double or Double, Captain of Her Heart. What a banger. I mean, I've never heard of it before, but it sounded fantastic, didn't it? It's going well so far, isn't it? I've just got messages off all my mates telling me well done for not messing it up, so that's great. Okay, clues about this 9 in 9. So what have I got here? Residents of the Californian town of Carmel overwhelmingly voted for actor Clint Eastwood to be their mayor. It's amazing, isn't it? Millionaire Richard Branson apparently smashed the world record for the fastest crossing of the Atlantic. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson married at Westminster Abbey. I'm not getting this. I've got not a clue. Okay, yeah, and apparently Talking Heads were in the charts. Is that? I don't know what the Talking Heads. Oh no, that's the next song. Talking Heads, and she was. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. That was, who was that? That was Talking Heads, and she was. Sounded great for the first time I've ever heard it. So we've had some people messaging in. This is brilliant. This is so cool. So, right, Roland from Beeston, they've got the answer right, so well done. Also, Donna, who's apparently a LadBaby Turbo big fan, they've also got it right, which is amazing. I've had some text messages. Hey, Mark, I've never listened to BBC Radio Nottingham. I probably shouldn't have said that. Well, you should listen from now on. But they're a massive LadBaby fan. You and Rocks, you don't need to put Rocks in it. Just say, Mark's amazing. Love you both from Gary. Thank you, Gary. Okay, I've got some more clues for this 9 in 9. So this, in the year of sport, Mike Tyson knocked out Trevor Berbick, is that right? In the second round to become the youngest heavyweight boxing champ at 20 and 4 months. Greg Norman won the British Open. Oh, I'm going to get a name wrong here. Boris Becker and Martina Navratilova. Was that right? Were the big winners at Wimbledon. Sorry I forgot that name wrong. But yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you know what year it is? Text or let me know. All right, next up, we've got Mr. Mister with Broken Wings. Sounds good. Get
tonight sorted.
That was Mr. Mister with Broken Wings. Okay, I've had some more messages. We've got Neil from Hucknall. He's got it right. A shout out to Jess, Mandy and Angie from Jessica from Oxford. I've also had a message from my wife. My wife's texted me saying that she's run a poll on her Instagram and 99% of people want her to phone me. So, oh God, do we want to do that? Do we want to get her on? Probably not. Okay, let me give you some more clues. Apparently, if you were buying a house in this year, it would have cost around £30,000. Oh my God. 30,000, really? Okay. The average car was 7,000. I want to live in this year. I want to live in this year. A loaf of bread was 50 pence. You know, that's not bad considering how, the others have changed. Okay. And so we've also got some clips from adverts. Apparently mobile phones hadn't really taken off though yet.
When the MD called a meeting at short notice, Watts, the electrician, got the message on his British Telecom radio pager, as did Dodge from Speedyset Cement and Mrs. Rivet from Rivet Scaffolding. However, Burke from Blewett Plumbing doesn't believe in radio pagers, which is why Smart from Washer and Wrench has just got the job. One more reason you should get a radio pager from British Telecom, because without one, you're just not there.
Was that a pager? I kind of want a pager now. I might get one. I might get rid of my phone and just have a pager. Okay, so it seems phones were too complicated, but what about coffee?
To reflect your highest standards, Nescafe Gold Blend introduced the seal of quality. Your assurance of all the flavor of the finest Arabica beans. So rich, so pure, so smooth. No other coffee can surpass it.
pure gold.
I never settle for anything less.
Reach for the Gold Blend Standard. Only from Nescafe.
I want that voice. So smooth. I want that voice. That was so good. Okay, let me know if you know the year. This is Talk Talk. Life's what you make it. That was Talk Talk. Life's what you make it. It's now 9:30. And here with the news is Rebecca Dixon. That was Beluisum, I think. I've just asked to ask about 6 times how to pronounce that. That was Beluisum. I think I'm getting that right. With Imagination. I'm Mark. I'm LadBaby. I'm still here, sitting in for Mark Dennison. They've not kicked me out yet. I'm going to read out some more of the messages that you guys have been sending. So what have I had? I've had a shout out to Mark, to Turbo Sonny. Shout out to Turbo Jess D. Good luck for today. Yes, mate. Phil in Bulwell has got the answer right. And then I need to do a shout out for Joe, Lee and Luke getting wet fixing our trains. Okay, we've got another song. This was also apparently in the charts, 5-star System Addict. That was 5-star System Addict on BBC Radio Nottingham. If you want to get in touch, do send me a text or phone in 0800 678 3434 or text your answer to 81333 starting with the word NOTS. I want you to get in touch. Tell me if you know what it is. Okay, I've got some film clips now that might give you a bit of a hint to what year it was. At the Oscars this year, Platoon won Best Film and Best Director for Oliver Stone. It was the 3rd highest grossing film of the year behind Crocodile Dundee and this film, but do you know what it is?
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
I know the film, I just don't know the year. Come on, get in touch, let me know. You're listening to BBC Radio Nottingham. Diana Ross, Chain Reaction. One I've heard of. That was Diana Ross. I nearly couldn't say her name. Chain Reaction. You're listening to BBC Radio Nottingham. I'm Mark, a.k.a. LadBaby. So before that, we heard a film clip. Did you know what it was? Did you know what year it was from? Let's hear it again.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
You can be my wingman anytime. Surely everyone got that. That is, of course, Top Gun with Tom Cruise. Okay, let's read out a few more messages. I've had loads. I can't believe I'm this popular on the radio. Okay, Gary's back again. He's got the year right. Come on, Mark, get rocks on the phone. All right. Who else? Hey, Mark, somebody else knows the year. It was the year they left school. That's Andy in Lincoln. Love the vids. Rox has to make a celebrity. Right, why is everyone going on about Rox making an appearance? I'm getting a bit conscious now. Let Phoenix do half an hour. That's my son, who's coming up to 4. I don't think it's wise to let a 4-year-old on the radio, but maybe it is. Michelle from Bulwell, she got the film right. Well done to you. Katie also got, she's got the year right. Oh no. Mark from Maryport has got the year wrong. Mark, what is going on? Right, let's see what else we've got in here. Yeah, the year, someone else has got the year right. Same year I was born. Love you and Rox. Let's see who else. Stephen from Gedlin has also got the year right. There's loads of you getting it right. Steve in Kirkby has got it right. Gil in Stapleford's got it right. It's Manic Monday. That's Mark in East Bridgeford. Okay, so there seems to be loads of you that are getting it right. So amazing. Right, I think we've got to do a jingle or something now. Is that what we've got to do? That was Billy Ocean, When the Going Gets Tough. Has everyone got it yet? I've just been given a bit of paper that says it on it, so I do know the answer now. But if you're still wanting to try and work it out, I'll give you a little recap in case you've not been listening to me the whole time, which you should have been. But anyway, okay, what have we had? We've had some of the hints have been you could buy a house in this year for £30,000, which something I wish was still possible now. The average car was £7,000 and a loaf of bread was 50p. Millionaire Richard Branson smashed the world record for the fastest crossing of the Atlantic. And Prince Andrew, Sarah Ferguson married at Westminster Abbey. What else have we got? We've also got at the Oscars this year, Platoon won Best Film and Best Director for Oliver Stone. I want to. Can we hear that ad again? You know, there was those two ads. There was the coffee one and the pager one. Can I hear one of them again?
When the MD called a meeting at short notice, Watts, the electrician, got the message on his British Telecom radio pager, as did Dodge from Speedy Set Cement and Mrs. Rivet from Rivet Scaffolding. However, Burke from Blewett Plumbing doesn't believe in radio pages, which is why Smart from Washer and Wrench has just got the job. One more reason you should get a radio pager from British Telecom, because without one, you're just not there.
Without one, you're just not there. I want to be there. I genuinely want to be there. If anyone's got a pager, can they let me know? Can they send me a message? Can they send it in? I want to stop being paged. Talking of which, let's see what people have sent me. It's going wild. It's going wild on the messages. Let's have a look. Shout out. Can I have a shout out, please, to my son, who is 1 next month and currently under the weather. His name is Jake. Thank you very much. Thank you for messaging in. Yeah, right. Fab job so far. Why? Thank you very much. What's it? The year my daughter was born, and I'm at work at the pit stop in Loughborough. So when you and the family are on the way, you get a free breakfast. Oh my God, I get a free breakfast from. Okay, I might not be here tomorrow. I might be going over there for my free breakfast. That sounds amazing. Also, we've got a year right from Sam in Shepstow, but unfortunately, Alan in Clifton, you've got it wrong. Mate, come on. What more can I do? Someone else knows the year. Yes, mate, loving it. Someone else, I'm going to start right. So, who's this? 1985, someone has said that is the wrong answer, but they're listening from snowy Newcastle. Is it snowing in Newcastle? Oh my God. Can I have a shout out, please? Ashley and Jake in Sheffield. Okay, I think it's time. It's time, isn't it, for me to reveal the year like I knew what it was. The answer is, of course, 1986. Of course it was. We all knew that. Great. So I've just been playing songs for the last hour that was from the year before I was born. Fantastic. Which is great and shows how young I am still. Okay. Yeah, there's loads of people getting it right. So, yeah, fantastic. All right. So, next up, am I doing the next one? Am I doing this? Right. I'm getting a nod. Okay. Back to a song from 2020. Jonas Brothers. What a Man Gotta Do. What a tune. That was the Jonas Brothers, What a Man Gotta Do. I'm still here. I've nearly lasted an entire hour. I'm Mark Hoyle, LadBaby, here on BBC Radio Nottingham. I can't believe it's going this well. I've had loads of messages. I've not fluffed anything yet. Everything's going really well. And I've still got to do some stuff coming up. So apparently there's like a bartender outside that's going to be teaching me like cocktail tricks. I don't know. Does that work on radio? Surely it's just going to be a lot of noise, isn't it? A lot of noise of me dropping stuff. Although if maybe he's brought in drinks. Am I allowed to start drinking this early? I don't know what the policies are at BBC Radio. I'm getting a nod. I can drink. Brilliant. I'm also going to do some kazooing. I really don't know how that's going to go because Rox is normally the one that does all the kazooing on our videos. But I'm going to give it a go. I need to work out what song I should do. Does anyone want to message in suggestions of what song I should try and kazoo? Keep it easy. I can't really do it that well. And I'm getting a lot of messages and a lot of love for my wife, Rox. Do people want her on? I don't think so. Not really. She's her laugh's quite annoying. I don't know that we really should. But maybe we should. I don't know. Let me know. Thank you for all the messages. And I think there's a news bulletin coming now. So I need to say it's nearly 10. Am I going to say that?
Who eats a sausage roll with gravy?
Are you joking?
Seriously? Gravy?
Yes, mate. Yes, mate. It's took an hour and 7 minutes for me to get my song on the radio. It's me, I'm still here, Mark from LadBaby, and the producers come in, and I've got some questions that are going to be fired at me now.
Yeah, it's about time that we found out a little bit more about LadBaby, a.k.a. Mark Hoyle. 7 minutes past 10.
Come on.
Even do the name.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, you're the professional.
Sort it out.
I'm just behind the glass. Question number 1 for LadBaby. State your Nottinghamshire credentials, sir.
But, as in what? As in where I'm from, or what?
Yeah. I want to know how Nottinghamshire you are.
Okay. Born and bred in West Bridgeford. Went to West Bridgeford Comp. Went to South Notts College. Lifelong Nottingham Forest fan, of course, for my troubles. Got a Nottingham Forest tattoo. It's full. I've got the full thing.
Where is it?
Should I show you here?
Just tell me where it is.
It's on my arm.
Your arm. Okay, very good. Your fans will know this, but for the uninitiated, where does LadBaby come from?
Well, I'm a lad and I had a baby. It was quite simple. I just thought when I started this vlogging journey, I thought I'd make something that was quite simple because I just wanted people to resonate with it quite quickly, and I just thought, I'm a lad, I'm having a baby, and that sort of made sense.
You were at the Brits last week, so you were schmoozing with all the top celebrities, but with two number ones under your belt, you'll have met loads and loads of celebrities. So who's the best one you've met?
At the Brit Awards, not a single celebrity. They sat me at the back with competition winners. Biggest celebrity I've ever met? I don't know. I once met Mr. Blobby at Alton Towers. I once met a gladiator.
Oh, come on. You've met bigger ones than that.
I once met Freddie Flintoff. He's a proper celeb, isn't he?
Yeah, Top Gear.
Yeah. That's about it.
Oh, come on.
I don't have celebrity
Mariah
friends.
Carey, Madonna.
That's all. Well, that's what I need this year, isn't it? I need some big. Stormzy tweeted me.
Yeah,
Stormzy and Lewis Capaldi
yeah.
have tweeted me. This is incredible. They're real pop stars that have tweeted me. They don't follow me or answer to my tweets now, but at Christmas they were tweeting me.
You need to get them in the video for the next Christmas song.
If you've got their number, I'm all over that. I need that to happen.
I'm on it, Stormzy. 070. No. Most annoying habit that you've got?
Talking.
You do plenty of that this morning and this week. Now steady here, what's the weirdest thing a fan's ever done for you?
Ever done for me?
Apart from buying your sausage rolls.
I don't think a fan's ever done anything weird. I've been sent lots of unusual things into our PO box. I've been sent cow poo.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but I once got sent cow poo in a little Tupperware box. I've had a thong in the shape of an elephant that once got sent to me. I've had a very questionable bottle opener that once came from Mallorca, and we'll leave it at questionable, and you can work out what you think that was. I've had a potato. Somebody sent me a potato in the post once, just with my address on it. That was weird. No, didn't know who it's from. Just a potato.
Brilliant.
And I once had a selfie. This is terrible. I once had a selfie at a urinal.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
somebody came in while you're there and said, "Can I have a selfie?"
Do you want to know where it was? This was at
City Ground.
No, it was at Derby away two seasons ago. It's half time. I'm stood at a urinal. There's a long line of a lot of guys, and a guy about 3 urinals down went, "Oh, it's LadBaby, can I have a selfie?" And I went, "Yeah, in a minute." And the phone came out.
No.
And I was trying to awkwardly sort of sidestep so that I kept my dignity, but also give him a cheeky smile, which I did. So that was.
Were you in position at that point?
I was mid-flow at that point.
No.
I was mid-flow.
That's unbelievable.
So that happened.
Well, that's embarrassing, because I was going to ask you, what was your most embarrassing childhood memory?
Childhood memory. I don't think I had that many embarrassing childhood memories.
When you were going to West Bridgeford Comp,
yeah.
I don't know, were you dreaming about the big bully who was bashing you up?
I was not that popular at school. I didn't have many friends. I was a bit sort of bullied. I was quite quiet. I was a bit overweight. I was a bit of a nerd. I didn't really. I guess every year was an embarrassment back then. But I've blossomed.
Oh, gosh. And if someone was to portray you in a Hollywood film,
Right.
who would it be?
Oh God.
That would be somebody tall.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The only people tall that could probably do it was Stephen Merchant, because he's nearly as tall as me. So other than that, unless you get somebody really short to do it, which would be quite funny. But no, probably
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, get Tom Cruise to do it.
Tom Cruise is LadBaby.
Stallone, even though he's like 100, I want Stallone to play me.
Brilliant. That'll do for now. We'll start doing some bar tricks after this.
That was Bruce Hornsby, The Way It Is. Okay, so apparently today is World Bartender Day, so what better way to celebrate this than for me to get all this studio a right state? So we've got Brian Sanderson here. He's from TGI Friday in Nottingham, and he's going to do some, flaring, is that right?
That's correct, yeah, flaring.
Okay, so I think this is going to involve me lobbing a load of bottles around and probably closing my eyes and seeing what happens.
Well, I hope you don't close your eyes because there's a lot of expensive equipment around. So,
is there any alcohol? Have we got alcohol here?
No alcohol today. I apologise.
Mate,
no
come
pina
on.
coladas today.
Oh right, okay. Well, what's going down?
So what's going down is we're gonna teach you a couple of moves, show you a couple of moves. Maybe a handstall, maybe a flip. Hope you're feeling confident today.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Easy.
That's right. Confidence is key to this.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Okay, right. So, are we just going to go for it? Yeah. Okay, right. Does this work for radio? I don't know.
We're about to find out. I'll try to be as descriptive as possible when we're doing this.
Okay, go on then. I'm standing up. Right, let's do it.
Okay, so first move, we're going to try the classic. We're going to try the handstall. This is the flip out of your hand.
Hand storm.
So I want to imagine you're holding a sausage roll right now.
Okay, easy. Okay. Done.
So how would you hold a sausage roll? You'd hold it
with two hands. Right.
And you bring it towards your face to eat that.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you first.
Right, go on then.
You're going to extend your fingers. I'm going to flip it onto the back of the hand.
So I'm going to flip a bottle and land it on the back of my hand.
You're going to definitely try to anyway.
Mate, so easy. Come on.
So you're going to grip the bottle by the neck, hold it in front of yourself.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is you're going to let the bottom end of the bottle just fly up into the air.
Yeah.
And you're going to
extend
your
it.
fingers.
He didn't do it.
I did.
He did it that time.
Okay, so.
Okay. Right, this is
extend
easy.
it out in front of yourself.
Right, go on then. This is like that bottle challenge.
Not too heavy as well.
Yeah,
not too heavy. Nice and light. So, bottom end of the bottle is going to fly out like that.
Oh, right,
really?
Okay, that was a bit too...
A bit lighter.
Oh, God, I'm
so close.
It's not close at all. Hey!
There we go.
Third go. Easy.
Yeah, some people learn for months and months to try and do that.
Next.
Okay, next. Okay, so have you ever seen the film Cocktail before?
Of course I have.
Of course. Okay. So in fact, you keep hold of that one there.
Right.
So you're gonna hold the bottle by the neck, straight in front of you.
Okay.
Nice strong grip.
And then put it straight to my mouth. No.
Or you can do if you want, but that's not the move we're having today.
Right,
so
go on then.
We're gonna attempt something here. Same thing as before, but you're holding the bottle differently. You're gonna let the bottom end of the bottle just spin out, and we're gonna catch it like so.
Yeah. Done.
Yes.
Easy.
Okay.
Little spin.
Yeah, easy. You say
spin.
easy, but this is part 2 now.
Right.
Okay. So we've got the tin. So the film Cocktail does the hippie shake.
Okay.
So he does this.
Oh right. Okay. So I've got to spin it and spin the bottle behind my back.
So we're gonna do a single flip into a pour.
Okay.
But we're gonna put this tin behind my back.
Right.
Behind my back. So just do that one first.
So behind my back with the metal tin.
But you're gonna do that at the same time.
But I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Mate, easy. Come on. Come on. I'll be down for a job at TGI's in a bit.
So are we going for something more complicated?
Yeah, we are. Come on.
All right. Okay.
Come on.
All right. So
can I spin?
We're gonna do something a little more louder for the radio now.
Go on
so
then.
yeah, so it's a bit more eccentric. So we're just gonna do into the tin.
Okay. Come on then.
It's for the sound effects. So like we did before, first one, like that. Single flip. It's essentially what you just done before.
Oh. Okay.
bit more accuracy involved. He hasn't dropped it yet, though, has he?
No, I've not dropped it. Nothing's getting smashed here.
I believe.
Hey!
There you go.
Third go again.
There you go.
Mate.
It's like he's a natural.
Mate, this is it. I don't drop
Radio
alcohol.
presenter
This is
slash
it.
cocktail expert.
Yeah, mate, it's not worth dropping booze.
All right. Okay. Let's try a pour. Let's try something a bit more extravagant when you want to treat your lady on Valentine's Day.
Nice. I'm known for that. Yeah.
Okay. So similar to the last one. We're going to hold it like so.
Yeah.
Okay, but this time instead of holding the tin like this,
Yeah. Upside down tin.
You're going to hold it like that. So
Okay,
bottom
yeah.
end of the tin facing outwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do that with a bottle. Yeah.
My arms are longer than you. Jesus,
Yeah, I know.
what I can't do. Right.
Okay. So that'll be a pour.
How do you do that? You've got to be like double jointed. Right? Okay.
15 years of doing it, I'm a little bit flexible.
Mate,
You know,
look at that. Okay.
Okay. So that's one pour. So we're going to do that.
Right.
Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to extend the bottle. So we're going from that
Yeah. Over my shoulder almost.
over that.
Okay.
So
I'm pouring, bosh. Okay, right.
there you go. Full bottle of liquor. What are you having today, madam?
I mean, doing all that must take a long while, and you must get quite a bit of booze in there if you're doing that, right?
Yeah, you will. You
Good.
do the long pour, don't you?
Yeah.
you make it
Yeah.
extravagant.
All about the long pouring. Right. Okay. Yeah. Sort of.
Okay, we still going.
Yeah.
we
Well,
still want more.
yeah. No one's told me to do
All right.
anything else yet.
Let's
so
put
come on.
the tin down. Let's put the tin down. We'll try
Right.
something a bit more adventurous this
Go on,
time.
go on.
You might. So
Might
we're
knock
gonna.
someone else out now. Oh,
We're not going to
okay.
land it on the forearm, but we're going to
pop it off the arm.
We're going to catch it. We're going to catch it. So
We're
first
spinning
move
it
that
and
we did.
popping it off her elbow.
We're going to
Right.
extend the bottle out.
Yeah. Go on.
It's going to do
A little flip. It's going to hit my arm. And then
half rotation.
I'm going to catch it.
Basically, yes.
Easy. Right. With the same hand or?
Same hand. You can be a bit. The more eccentric. You
Oh, I
are,
dropped
the more,
it.
The more you give it. Imagine you do a fist bump in the air.
Right.
But you go in. Yeah.
Oh.
And we have our first drop
Oh,
of the day. Oh, you did
Right.
so well.
One more time. Hey!
Awesome.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
you did very well.
Okay, so I've still got Brian Sanderson here from TGI Fridays. He was just teaching me how to do some flaring. So I thought I'd make him stick around and answer some questions about it all. So, okay, what would you say the key is to flaring?
Confidence, just like yourself. Confidence and obviously practice.
Okay.
Practice over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, nice. So did you? Where do you learn this? Do you learn this at home or?
Well, I actually learned it at TGI Fridays. We do national competitions every year. Kind of encourages you to keep on doing it. You know, bit of prize money. You know, big competition.
Can anyone
big
enter
stuff
this? Can I pop
I
down?
don't know. Come and get a job at TGI Fridays Nottingham, and then most definitely, yeah.
Mate, when is the competition happening? I'll be there.
Later on in the year.
Okay, nice. So, what if I'm going to enter this competition? What is the hardest move to do?
The hardest move. What I did last year was I
Like
got
10 spins or?
well, I got a full drink on a bar spoon and balanced it in front of maybe 1,000 people.
As you
and
do.
then threw it in the air. You know, it's.
Which has got I've got to ask, how many
Very
accidents?
descriptive. How many accidents in 15 years? I've had one serious accident.
How many stitches?
It's 8 stitches. It wasn't too bad. He was all right. I'll take that.
Nice. Okay, awesome. So, I just want to say a massive thank you to Brian Sanderson, who's come down from TGI Fridays, teaching me all about flaring and bartender skills ahead of, today being World Bartender Day. So, thank you very much. I'm going to come down. And I've just heard a rumour that there's going to be a new menu coming up on the 1st of April. So, as it's April Fool's Day, can I get them to put a sausage roll cocktail on the menu? We will find out. Thank you very much for coming down. Here's the next tune. I think it's Luther Vandross. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. I'm back. It's okay. It's me. I'm Mark Hoyle, LadBaby, still on BBC Radio Nottingham. Okay, I'm going to do some kazooing now. I'm going to try. This is so embarrassing. I've bought a kazoo, but I haven't really prepared for this. So this is, oh God. Right, I'm going to give it a go. Right, don't all sit there and laugh. But I'm going to try it and see See if anyone can get it. Message in, I'll give you the number, 0800 67 83434, or text your answer to 81333, starting with the word knots. Right. I mean that's pretty easy. I'm trying to go easy here so everyone gets it. Right, let's go again. That's the main bit. I don't want to go any further and complicate it. Okay, let me know. Do contact me on those numbers I just gave you. There's going to be a song now, and then after that, we're going to be talking to the Trestle Trust, finding out about where our money went from the songs. So stay tuned for that. That was, of course, Harvest for the World. You're still with me, Mark Hoyle, LadBaby, BBC Radio Nottingham. I'm still here. I've nearly made it 2 hours. No messing up. Okay, the kazoo challenge. If you didn't hear it before, I'll give you a little recap. It's pretty easy. But that's good. There's loads of you getting it right. So we've got Lulu, she's got it right. Donna, well done, you're smashing it. That's also Kazoos, I nearly said it out then. I'm going to say it in a minute. We've got Becky Griffiths and her little boy Cameron. They've also messaged in getting it right. Lynn has also got it right. And Sandy in Bulwell has also got it right. The song was, of course, Celebration by Kool and the Gang, and here it is. That was, of course, Celebration by Kool and the Gang with my kazoo challenge. I think I'm going to do one every day. So, yeah, maybe keep sending in the suggestions of what I should do tomorrow, and I'll do another one then. Okay, so as a lot of you are probably aware, the last couple of Christmases have been pretty busy for me with the songs that I have done. Most noticeably, the recent one, which was this. Now, obviously, the song is a bit of fun, but it's all for a good cause, and we've done it both years in a row for a charity that's close to our heart, which is the Trestle Trust. They're doing an amazing job right here in Nottingham, and I'm delighted to say we've got Nigel Webster with us today from the Trestle Trust, who's joining me. Welcome.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me here. It's brilliant to meet you. And on behalf of food banks and the Trestle Trust, food banks across the UK, say thank you. Thank you for what you've done the last 2 Christmases. It's been amazing and brilliant.
Thank you very much. Look, it's, I still feel very lucky, and it's, a pleasure that we're able to actually help so many people here in the UK. It's such an important cause. But, for anyone that doesn't know about the Trestle Trust, can you just tell us a little bit about it?
Very simply, we help people out who are in hunger or food poverty. So we provide emergency help to people going through crisis of unemployment, debt, housing crisis, personal health, mental health issues and so forth. And we can give them just enough food to get through the next few days, but also, quite importantly, put them together with other people who can start to tackle some of the underlying issues. So hopefully, when we see someone and we help them out at one of our food banks, that might be it. We never see them again because they're on their route to having their problems sorted. But it's a growing problem across the whole UK.
Yeah, I went and spent some time in one of the Nottingham food banks before Christmas, and I guess I was blown away not only by, the amazing support that so many of the volunteers was doing, but also, the difference in, circumstance from the people that was coming in. It really was so many different people with different backgrounds, and I guess you never know at what point any of us could end up in somewhere like that.
Yeah, crisis can hit anybody at any time. We see lots of people who are in work and out of work as well. People suffering from all kinds of medical problems, disabilities, sickness. We know the saying, we're only 1 or 2 paychecks away from a disaster, and that's true of the people that we see. So all kinds of backgrounds and people you wouldn't really expect. And sometimes when people come into our food bank, you can see it written on their faces. This is the last thing in the world they thought they would end up doing. But when they've got no food for themselves, no food for the children, often we are the last place where they can get help from. But hopefully it's the beginning of their way out of the difficulties and problems they're in when they come to see us.
Definitely. Now, the Trust started helping families in 2000. How much worse has it got for low-income families in the last 20 years?
I often get asked the question, what happened before the Trussell Trust? What did people do who didn't have any food? And speaking to teachers and social workers across Nottingham, they'll tell you, well, we kept a little bit of food in our cupboard, or we'd dip into our own pockets and pay for people. We've gone from there since 2000 to, in the last 12 months, giving out 1.6 million food parcels for people who are in crisis across the country. So it's just gone up and up and up. You know, it's an impact of the financial crisis, 2008, a lot of the austerity programs, welfare reforms that are being pushed through. We're not against welfare reforms, but it has to be done in a way which keeps people away from a food bank, not actually drive them to it. It is an increasing and ongoing problem, and I think we're looking ahead probably to our toughest year ever.
Well, obviously, our songs have raised a fair bit of money, hopefully, towards this problem in the last 2 years. Do you know sort of where that money has been used or where it's gone?
Yeah, so I spoke to the people at Trussell Trust this morning. They told me they hadn't finished counting the money coming in from last Christmas, but they told me all about the money that you raised from your first single, over £40,000. Practical help to food banks, helping them directly, being able to get food in, purchase food to give out to people, other things, keeping vans and vehicles on the road. But also as well in campaigning to keep the issue of food banks in the public eye, and more importantly in our politicians' eye, to work for a day where we can say, you know, we don't need food banks anymore. So it's both direct help for people in crisis, but getting that message out there, you know, this isn't what we want for our country. We can do better than this. We shouldn't be driving people into the arms of food banks in the first place. So your money has gone into Trussell Trust. They've got over 1,200 food bank centres across the country. Every day they are supporting and helping each one of those food banks in the work that they do.
Okay, what do you think needs to be done to stop people relying on the food banks?
Well, one of the things we need to look at is universal credit. We should have a system in this country which helps, which doesn't hurt, which doesn't drive people into the arms of food bank. As I've said, I mean, sadly, since the introduction of universal credit, an area where it's been rolled out has seen an over 50% increase in the first 12 months of people coming to them. So we need to look very hard at that system. You know, if people don't know what universal credit is, it's a rolling together, combining of 6 benefits into one. It helps people in work and out of work. We need to do things like end the 5-week wait, which would stop people being driven into debt and then getting caught in a spiral that they can't get out of.
Yeah. Okay. What would your message be to Prime Minister Boris Johnson if you could give him one?
Come and see us properly, without the cameras. Come and sit down, talk to the people. Talk to the people that have got bailiffs coming, that can't feed their children, that are just caught in an endless black hole of mental health and deprivation and poverty. You know, there are many things that we can do, starting perhaps with the Department of Work and Pensions, and encourage them and the system to look sympathetically, to be that safety net, to be that place where people can get help and they don't have to face that terrible issue of, can I afford to pay my electricity bill or can I afford to feed my children this week? Come and spend some time, honest time, and look to see what is happening right at the bottom of society.
Okay, thank you so much, Nigel Webster. That was from the Trussell Trust. You know, it's such an important issue for everyone in the UK, and yeah, everyone should get behind it. Okay, next up, it's 11 o'clock, so we have the news. I'm still here, Mark Hoyle, LadBaby on BBC Radio Nottingham. It's going all right, isn't it? I think it's going well so far. Apparently, coming up, we've got the timeout quiz. I'm looking forward to that. I don't really know what it is, but I can't wait to get involved. Lots of you have still been messaging in as well, which is amazing. Where's the number? I've lost the number. Here it is. If you want to message in or phone in, 0800 678 3434 or text your answer to 81333, starting with the word NOS. Doesn't have to be an answer. Could just be, phone me. So, right, what do we have next? Basically, there's plenty of things to annoy people while they're driving, isn't there? Tailgating, not indicating. But if you're trying to reach a destination and you aren't sure where you're going, there's nothing worse than a bad road sign, is there? It could be damaged, it could be hidden behind low-hanging branches, and it could end up being in your way so you arrive late to where you're going. That's why Transport Focus has launched a campaign called Sort My Sign. The idea is to encourage you to report poor road signs and force Highway England to improve them. Louise Cullins is from the Transport Focus and she's here to answer some questions.
Morning.
Morning. Lovely to have you on. Thank you for joining us. Okay, what percentage of signs would you say are damaged or hidden around the UK?
I'm not sure what percentage of signs are damaged or hidden, but there's definitely room for improvement in terms of the signs that we've got at the moment. In a survey that we did recently, 17% of road users admitted to making a potentially unsafe manoeuvre because the junction number for the exit on the motorway was obscured. So, I think we can all, we've probably all been in that situation on the road when either we ourselves or maybe we've seen other drivers making late decisions and making lane changes that might not be completely advisable. So that's the type of thing that we're looking to try and sort out through this campaign.
Totally. Who would you say is to blame for this situation and for them getting so bad?
So I think what we're talking about here in this campaign is we're talking about England's motorways and major A roads, and they're managed by Highways England. I know lots of people will also have issues with information on local roads, and those are managed by the local councils, of course.
Do you think this is just a sign of the times? There's not the money going around now to carry out this sort of maintenance?
I think that everyone's budgets are stretched, aren't they? And people need to prioritise where they spend that money to make sure it's going in the right places. And that's one of the things that I hope this campaign can help with. So by people going on our website and reporting the problem, we're going to start to build up a picture of whether there are particular hotspots or of particular signs that are really problematic, and hopefully it will help to prioritise that spend.
Absolutely. What is that website if somebody sees something that they want to report?
So search Transport Focus and click Sort My Sign, and that takes you through to a map where you can see problems that other people have reported, and you can report your own problem.
Amazing. How influential do you think this campaign will be? Do you think it's really going to make a difference?
Well, we're working closely with Highways England, so we think it really will make a difference.
Amazing. Okay, and finally, if Highway England don't act on your evidence, what do you think we can expect?
We'll definitely be pushing Highways England to act on this, so we definitely expect to see changes as a result of this.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and telling us about the problem, and I hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm still here, Mark LadBaby, and it's time for the timeout quiz. With this is a load of questions I'm going to ask, and we've got Kevin Cresswell, or from Cresswell. Is that right?
Kevin from Cresswell, yes, Autism East Midlands at Cresswell. Hello, Mark, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you? I hear you're the reigning champ.
Yeah, our Cassie was on Friday, and she said everyone at Radio Nottingham was brilliant and really helpful. I enjoyed the quiz on Friday, but just before I start, Mark, just a couple of hellos I want to say. Firstly, to my wife, Sue, because she's at Blades in Eastwood, and she'll be turning off the hairdryers to listen to the quiz today. And everyone here at Autism East Midlands head office, many thanks for the messages and support, and especially to our staff and students at Hamilton Day Service in Sherwood Rise. They're all listening in today, so I trust I won't let you down.
You won't let anyone down. That's amazing. Hello to all of you.
Okay, Mark.
Okay, right. Are you ready for this quiz?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Right, okay.
Time out.
Question 1. Name the hit who's singing this.
Thank you for coming home. Sorry that the chairs are all warm.
George Michael? No, pass, Mark.
Which of these is not a type of car? Asparagus, Seat and Audi.
Asparagus.
Who sang with Elton John on this song?
These curves I had, curves I had,
DTD. Pass.
Spell frame backwards.
Frame.
Frame.
E-M-A-R-F.
Which Marvin Gaye song is this?
I've been really trying, baby.
Sexual healing. Pass.
Name something that you take to the beach.
A towel.
Name the show from this theme tune.
Cheers. Everyone knows my name. Pass.
Which word comes after Wellington, car, and Chelsea?
Boot. Boot.
Which football team are also known as the Foxers?
Leicester City.
What day was it yesterday?
Yesterday was Sunday.
What element is CO on the periodic table?
Carbon dioxide.
Okay, that was it. Time out.
All right.
I'm being given a bit of paper that tells me how many you got. You got 6 out of 11.
Not as good as Friday, Mark. Not as good as Friday.
That's all right. That's decent. That's more than I would have got. I'd have only known it was Sunday yesterday.
Cheers, Mark.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, buddy.
Cheers, Carl.
So we just heard from Kevin, the reigning champ on our quiz. He got 6 right. Can anyone beat him? We have Janice from Lenton who's about to try. Hello, Janice.
Hello. Hiya. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Are you feeling confident?
No.
Me neither. I'm not confident on here, but it's fine. We're going to do this. Come on.
Fine, you're doing fine for a Monday. By Wednesday, you would have cracked it. Right,
That's
you'll be
it.
fine for Wednesday. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, hopefully you'll still be here on Wednesday smashing this quiz.
Don't much hope out for that, but you never know.
Let's see. Let's do this.
Time out.
Name the hit who's singing it. Which of these is not a make of car? Mazda, BMW or Parrot?
Parrot.
Who sang with Kenny Rogers on this song?
You do something to me that I can't explain.
Spell label backwards.
Oh dear. E-L-A. No, B-A-L. Hope it's Mel.
Which Marvin Gaye song is this? Name something you take to the shops.
Bags.
Name the show with this theme tune. Which word comes before towel, robe and room?
Dressing. Oh, no, bath.
Which football team are also known as the Hornets?
Accrington Stanley.
What day is it tomorrow?
Tuesday. Don't ask me trick questions.
What element is Cu on the periodic table?
Yes.
What was that again, sorry?
I haven't the foggiest, sorry.
Me neither. Right, we're getting the answers totaled up, and I can tell you, Janice, that you got 7. Hey, you're our new winner.
I thought it was a tie. I've marked it down. Oh, I did better than I thought.
There you go. You totally smashed it. That means you're today's winner.
Oh, thank you very much. Very unexpected.
Well, congratulations. We've still got Kevin now, I think. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, congratulations, Janice. You did very well. Some tough questions there as well.
You've had a bad run, Kevin. I thought you'd wipe the board with it. I really did, because it's been so good.
Yeah,
So
it was lovely that my brothers were on, Sean and Jim and Joseph last week. So, yeah, couldn't have lost to a better person, Janice. Hope you go on and stay on all week.
All right, then, Duck. See you soon.
See you soon, Janice.
Amazing. Thank you, Janice. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, then. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye, Duck.
I'm still here, Mark Coyle from LadBaby on BBC Radio Nottingham. It's going all right so far. I'm quite enjoying it now. Although I've had somebody annoying me on the phone. Somebody keeps ringing in and won't leave me alone. So I'm going to get them on. Hello, who's on the phone?
Hiya, it's me.
Hello, Rox. This is my missus, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Why have you been relentlessly phoning in?
Well, because your kazoo playing was questionable, if I'm honest.
What are you on about? Everyone got it. I've had so many messages about it. Everyone's loving it.
Mark, there was no expressiveness in it. I've taught you how to kazoo play, and you've sort of given it a bit of a disservice.
What? Right. What have you been doing this morning? Because honestly, there's been so many people texting and tweeting and doing all stuff saying they want you on. What's going on?
Right. Well, I think maybe I should come on then.
No.
Maybe you need some help. Me and the boys, you've done really well. We've been dancing around the front room. We've been loving life. But I feel like you need a little bit of,
But you're going to ruin. No, I don't. I think I've got this. Do you think?
Come on.
Do people want you on? Right, I tell you what. Right.
100% of people have said they want me on now.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, so I'm just going to come. I'm going to come in tomorrow. It's bring your wife into work day.
Right, I'm going to run a poll on my Instagram, right? We'll let the people decide. I'm going to run a poll. Do you want Rox here tomorrow? I know the answer's going to be no. But if the answer's yes, then you can come.
Everyone's listening from around the world as well, so you've kind of got no chance here, if I'm honest.
Right. Well, do you know what I can do? I can cut you off. Cut her.
No.
Right, she's gone. That's it. Fantastic. Who's Ed Sheeran? That was Ed Sheeran on BBC Radio Nottingham. I'm still here, Mark Hoyle from LadBaby, and I've been joined by the legend that is
Alan Clifford.
Alan Clifford. He's going to be
Little
joining...
voice from the corner there, more in hope than expectation.
He's going to be joining everyone after 12 o'clock, so come in to tell me what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking through Sunday Supplement magazine here. I've spotted this outside because it says it's the style issue, and I've got Sarah Jackson coming in. She's our fashion expert. But it's not just sort of silly catwalk fashions. It's practical fashions, things that will take account of your body shape and you'll look good in. Always like to use the opportunity when Sarah's in to get people, if you've got any fashion faux pas, any times where you wore the wrong thing or you know somebody who wore the wrong thing. I don't know if you've ever had this, Mark. On Saturday night, my wife and I were going around some friends for some food, and about a minute before we left the house, my wife said to me, "Are you getting changed?" And I said, well, I wasn't getting changed, but do I need to? Anyway, it's up to you. I mean, what do you do in that situation? You're about to leave. The clear implication is, well, you should be changing, but on the other hand, it's not an order. I didn't change in the end. I just went as I was. I went scruff.
I'm impressed you've only had that once. I get that weekly. I get that everywhere I go. I think I need a copy of What's in Your Hand along with meeting whoever's coming in because, I need all the help I can get.
One of the things I'm seeing in this magazine is about using recycled fashions, like going second-hand, which is all very well and good if you can find stuff that fits. You presumably, with your stature, sir, you'd find it quite tricky to buy second-hand clothes, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Being 6'8", it's not easy to find any clothes. I've never had any old shoes or second-hand shoes because I'm size 15, so it's impossible to get any shoes, never mind, sort of recycled shoes. But maybe if there's anyone super tall listening that's got some very fashionable things lying around, I'm up for giving it a catwalk.
Well, there's a challenge by the end of the week. Can we find some second-hand clothes for LadBaby Mark Hoyle?
Oh God, don't say that.
6'8", size 15 shoes. You wait and see what you got in reception for you tomorrow morning when you arrive.
I'm still here, Mark Hoyle, LadBaby on BBC Radio Nottingham. So, they became infamous for their chemistry, passion, tongue-in-cheek attitude with their podcast and weekly dose of chats, flaps and bants. Louisa Zisman of Apprentice and Big Brother fame and Anna Williamson, who you may recognise from Celebs Go Dating, have teamed up to create the Luana podcast, and they're now about to take it on tour. It comes to Nottingham in June, but we can hear from them now. Hello.
Hello, and listen, you're smashing it, babe. Congrats on the gig.
Thank you very much. I can't believe Rox isn't here. Roxy's going to be so upset.
Oh my gosh! Listen, you give that wonderful woman of yours the biggest snog from both of us. She is literally the best. We love LadBaby.
Thank you very much. Well, we love you guys. I can't believe I've got you guys on. I've been following you on like Instagram for ages.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Did I do a good job of
follow
like?
your Facebook. I'm a fan.
Thank you very much. Did I do a good job of like hyping up your podcast? Was that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good.
You
Big up,
stumbled a
actually.
bit, but it's your first day. We'll let you off.
Thank you very much. Right, that means I'm coming on your podcast then. Now I want to learn about flaps and bants.
Well, basically, Luana the podcast. We're really grateful actually, because Louisa and I we are pals, and Louisa came up with this idea of doing a podcast. So basically, as you will know, I mean, Rox, your lovely wife, was going to come on my other podcast I had, Breaking Mum and Dad, many moons ago, and Louisa had come on that podcast, and we'd had quite an amusing debate about breastfeeding or something. We're not going to go there because it's always a contentious issue, and the listeners really enjoyed it, and it got a really big pickup. And then Louisa, who just was fresh from having babies, wanted to do something else and wanted to do a podcast. And Lou, as you probably will know as well, as everyone knows of our Lulu, you know, she's not shy, she's not backwards and coming forward. So she started this podcast basically just to rant and sort of get things off her chest.
Moan about life.
Yeah. And I joined in as kind of the sounding board, as the stooge, and it's now been a year and nearly 5 million listeners later.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. And I think that people just can relate, I guess. We talk about everything and anything, from topical news to hating our children.
But what don't you talk
toilet.
about? What you mentioned breastfeeding. I've never breastfed personally, but is there anything else? Is there anything else off topic that you won't talk about?
There's only
husbands.
Yeah, husbands is the one thing that we won't do. Well, we're quite fortunate that our husbands don't actually listen to our podcast. Although mine is dangerously starting. Now he's got a bit of a whiff that it's actually doing really well. He's now starting to be quite interested in it. But we don't talk in depth about our husbands or our private lives, just out of respect for them. Otherwise,
we do sometimes mention a bit, and then we realise and try and backtrack. But yeah, otherwise everything else is.
It's fair game, and we have such amazing listeners and fans of Luana, the podcast, and obviously the tour that we're doing as well. And a lot of them, they like to offload. They like to tell us what's going on in their lives, embarrassing stories, confessions, anecdotes. And we've really discovered that pretty much all of the UK and the wider listenership is pretty much like us. We're all a little bit angry about things, and we're all doing very embarrassing things.
Yeah, we're all a little bit weird, and I think that people just love that. They just relate to that, and they enjoy listening to it. And we have a lot of listener input. We don't have any guests on the podcast. It's always just the two of us. We're just talking about how Alison Hammond's been asking to come on, and we're like, no, sorry, we don't let anybody else on. But the listener input is amazing as well, and from really serious topics, and from people wanting, decent advice and honest, serious advice, to just people telling us about how they unblock their toilets and toilet poo hacks and stuff. So it really has.
I have got something to contribute then.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I think you could fill up an entire episode. Oh, absolutely, you could.
Yeah.
Amazing. So is that where you get a lot of the inspiration then from people saying what they want you to talk about and things like that?
We tend to follow a very loose format where we pick kind of 2 news topics every week that have caught our eye. We have a couple of listeners that email in asking for advice, and then we have a confessions section. We have a weirdo of the week section. And
I could do that. I could definitely be in that weirdo of the week. I could do that every week.
Would you like to confess something to us and all of your new listeners today? Come on, LadBaby.
I mean, this is going out live. There's probably nothing I can confess that's going to be appropriate for this time of the day.
That's true. Don't get fired the minute you start it.
Yeah, that would not be good. But yeah, no, it's just a brilliant podcast, and we're obviously doing the tour this year.
Tell us more about the tour.
Well, it's been amazing. So we did a charity one last year for I Learned to Be a Jockey, and it was for the horse race I was doing. So we did a charity one. We raised loads of money, and it sold out in an hour.
Wow.
And we were like, I kind of onto something here. Okay. So we thought, we tour the UK this year. So we're everywhere, from Glasgow to Southampton, kind of Cardiff, Bristol,
and Nottingham.
And Nottingham, of course.
Nottingham, yeah. So we're in Nottingham. We're at the Glee Club in Nottingham on Thursday, the 11th of June.
You have. I've got it here. Glee Club, 11th of June. Tickets are on sale now, so go and check it out.
There aren't many tickets left, actually, genuinely. We've been very fortunate that most of this tour's already sold out. So if anyone would like to come to Nottingham, we'd love to see all of our listeners there. But please do grab the tickets now because there aren't that many left.
We've got about 50 left. I'm looking at our sales figures.
Are husbands allowed to come to this?
Yeah, yeah. We call them man fans.
Man fans.
We love our man fans.
I might come and be a man fan.
Well, can you and Rox come? Seriously, do you want to come?
Right, is that the time? No, I'm joking. Of course, I would love to come. What can people expect? Is it like the podcast? Is it a similar setup or?
Yeah, it's basically that's it. So many of our listeners are saying, "Oh, come on, come and do some more lives," and then we thought, well, why not? Do you know what? It's so nice. It'd be so nice to meet the people that are just as weird and wonderful as we are, and actually do it. So it's pretty much everything that we do on the podcast has been brought to a live theatre. A little bit of booze, everyone can have a little boozy drink. There are some meet and greets with us.
Yeah, you can have food at the Glee Club as well.
Very nice. Lots of audience participation and interaction. It really is like the night out for just having fun with your mates. Life can be a bit too serious and a bit stressful. So if you just want to come and have a good belly laugh, too much information all round, it's basically a bit of a free therapy session.
Yeah.
It's just come and have some fun with us, and we are so excited.
Yeah. You had me at booze and food. I'll be there. Rox, if you're listening, buy us tickets. Thank you so much for coming on.
Sort it out.
Thank you so much.
Sort you out some tickets, but thank you for having us.
11th of June. Go and buy your tickets. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
I'm still here, Mark from LadBaby, and I've had a message all the way from Australia. All the way from Australia, they are listening to Radio Nottingham. It is love from Leanne and Bethany, who are turbos, sending lots of love, enjoying your first radio show. Thank you so much. Well, I can't believe it. It's over. This is it. The first one done. I'll be back again tomorrow, obviously. And if enough of you have voted on my Instagram, I might even bring Rox along. And then if she does come, we might have to do something with, I don't know, isn't it Pancake Day tomorrow? We'll have a race or something. I don't know. I'm being told as well tomorrow I'll be chatting to a classical singer called Catherine Jenkins. You might have to hear my posh voice for that. Join me tomorrow. Up next is Now Alan Clifford. Thank you.
On the BBC Sounds app.